You are the president of Real Woman Foundation.
Yes.
What is it about? What's Real Woman Foundation about? What motivated the start of the foundation?
The Real Woman Foundation started, well, in my heart as far back as 1997. I just saw that I was so touched seeing prostitutes, girls on the street, commercial sex workers, on the street in our area, the Keja area, of Lagos, Nigeria. My church then was around Alausa area, and we lived around Ogudu and Okwebi. And I would see these girls by the street, and I just feel in my heart, I would be thinking that this is someone's sister. Why should they be selling their bodies? I just felt interested. And I began to look for ways of reaching them. I knew I couldn't just come down from the car or whatever and begin to talk to them, most times at night. But one day, while I was talking about this passion, just talking, there's a brother in our church. Then he was actually even a pastor, yes. He said, oh, I saw some of these girls one day. I gave one a lift or something, and I discovered that some of them stay in one particular area, in the Keja area. And I said, okay, do you think we can investigate? So on this particular day, I put on my jeans, and he took me there to that street, and he pointed out where he suspected some of them stayed. And that began a whole new journey for me. It was a brothel. I walked in there that day, and I actually lied because the brother stayed in the car, and I walked in. I walked into the corridor of this building. We call it Face Me, I Face You. They just have these small rooms, and I stood there trying to get the attention of any of those girls. I saw one girl, and I walked up to her. She said, can I help you? And I said, I'm looking for my sister. That was the lie I told. It was like I was acting just to reach them. I said, I'm looking for my sister. She said, okay, I should describe her and all that. I was now describing this imaginary person. And at the end of the day, when I couldn't go any further, I just opened up and began to talk to her. That you're my sister. I just began to talk to her about her life, and that I just got interested. That's why I came here. And she thank God that she also got interested. Eventually, she gave her life to Christ. She took me into her room, and we began a friendship. She brought her other friends to me, and I found out throughout that it was a new journey for me. It was like a career change, because from that time onwards, I realized that many of them were from broken homes. Many of them had a history of abuse, dysfunctionality, growing up. Many of them were not even from the Lagos area. Many of them had migrated from other parts of Nigeria. Too, they are just in search of money, greener pastures, the better life. So each of them, over time, had different stories, but very similar stories. Many of them, their parents didn't know what they were doing. There was one that told me it was her older sister that initiated her into it, because her sister used to send money home, and then she decided she wanted to come to Lagos. And then every night she would ask her sister, where are you going? You come back in the morning. And her sister had to open up to her and tell her, look, where do you think you get all the things I sent to you? You had better. That's how she got initiated in. I didn't know that was what you call friendship evangelism. I was just reaching out creatively on my own. Many years later, my husband was preaching and was saying friendship evangelism was defining various ways, and I saw that that was what I was doing.